There are questions people carry for years, not because they don't want answers, but because they've never been in a room where the answer could also hold their culture, their story, their history, and their family. My name is Sherry Jerimie. I am a licensed psychotherapist, a certified psychoanalyst, and the founder of ENRICH Global. And for nearly 30 years, I've been sitting across from people who were told that something was wrong with them, when what was actually happening was that the world had never been built to understand them. Traditional psychology was not built with the global majority in mind. It pathologized what was cultural. It diagnosed what was adaptive. It called survival a disorder. The anxiety of someone who grew up navigating two worlds, dismissed as generalized anxiety. The hypervigilance of a child who learned to read every room before entering it, called a behavioral problem. The grief of a person whose ancestral connection was severed by colonization or migration, never named at all. This is not a gap. This is systemic omission. And it is the entire reason ENRICH Global exists. I know this not just as a clinician, but as a woman of Trinidadian heritage who grew up between worlds, who learned very early that certain parts of myself were welcome in certain rooms and other parts needed to wait outside. That experience, that constant negotiation of identity, is what I call being an enriched outsider. Someone standing at the intersection of multiple cultural identities, perpetually navigating systems that were never designed to see them as whole. That is the person I built ENRICH Global for you. So we built something different. ENRICH Global is a culturally responsive wellness technology company, and we have digitized nearly 30 years of clinical wisdom into a growing ecosystem of psychoeducational apps and AI wellness companions designed for the global majority. 28 apps, 64 AI companions, each one built around the ENRICH Method, a framework that honors ethnicity, nationality, race, identity, culture, and heritage as essential to psychological healing, not as an afterthought, but the actual foundation. So whether you're navigating the weight of a relationship that keeps repeating old patterns, or the invisible grief of a life spent code switching, or the particular loneliness of being the one in your family who finally decided to do the work, there is a space here for you. Not a diagnosis, not a label, a mirror, a process, a community. This is psychoeducation built at the intersection of clinical rigor and cultural intelligence. And it lives at enrich-global.com. Healing does not require you to abandon who you are. It does not ask you to erase your history, assimilate your grief, perform recovery in a language that was never yours. Healing, when it's done right, asks you to come home to all of it. The ENRICH Method was built to walk you there. I am Sherry Jerimie, and this is ENRICH Global. Come, let us begin.